Today is a great day in Duvall, Washington. The Duvall Days Festival and the Rotary Club of Duvall just named the 2026 Grand Marshal, and it happens to be somebody that I know, one of my friends, Marilyn Country Roney. Country, congratulations. You absolutely earned this high honor.
Thank you. I feel really privileged to represent not only Duvall, but my family as well.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. You recently found out. The announcement went out just a couple of hours ago. So we're sitting here. It's May 29th on a Friday. So what was going through your head, your mind, your emotions when you first heard that you were going to be the Grand Marshal this year?
That I am honored and privileged because, wow, I am from a generational family of Duvall, and that is just icing on the cake for how much I love Duvall.
Well, anybody that knows you knows that Country loves herself some Duvall, Washington.
I do.
Here's a fun fact. So this year you got more nominations than every other nominee combined. So the town flat out loves you. It's very obvious to see that. And so what does that mean to be chosen by your neighbors like that?
It means that I've done what I've meant to do and that the community answered and that I've made an impact. And that has been, Duvall is not about me. It's about us. And the votes showed it.
Yeah, totally. And, somebody was saying that it's hard to imagine Duvall without the Roney family, period, right? And you mentioned the Roney family already in this interview, and you're carrying that legacy on right now. So what does carrying that Roney name, in this town mean to you, Country?
Well, my great-grandmother arrived here in 1912, and here we are in 2026. And to have a road named after my great-grandmother, and for me, guess what? I was kind of a hoodlum as a child. I was rough to Duvall in my adolescence, and now it shows that if I prove with my dedication, my morals, my ethics, that anybody can outlive a reputation of their childhood.
Proof's in the pudding. There you go. So I want to talk a little bit about this winter. The floods hit you really, really hard, not just you, your neighbors, our community. And the first thing that I saw you do was just step up and just lead from the front. What is that calling inside of you when something tragic like that happens? What inside of you just says, here we go, and let's get this thing moving and start helping other people? When you had you had great loss at your own farm.
I will tell you that I think that's a generational DNA, because I look at what my generation, my great-grandmother, my grandfather, my father, is that I can't fix things by myself. I need the village. And so in order to create the village, I got to do the call out and help each other.
Yeah. So to take that one step further, though, be so proactive and lead so many things. And I know obviously you're very involved with Rotary and Duvall Historical Society and some other things in the town, but to actually go lead that relief charge, it's like ongoing day after day after day and week after week. And probably it's still feeling some of the effects of that even still today here in May. So what is it like to have you just continue day after day to be able to do that and carry that torch for everybody?
So I have been solo representative of my family, meaning, oh gosh, I don't even know how to answer this one, buddy. Sorry. I have been a selfless leader, meaning I've been on my own for a lot of my life, caretaking for my dad when he became paralyzed in 2000, caretaking now for my mom when she had a stroke in 2016. I'm still taking care of her. So my natural instinct is to recover, to better myself and to better the people around me. And I think I've been doing it long enough now where it's a natural part of what I do in everyday living.
Wow. Yeah, I could totally see that. Somebody actually called you Duvall's caretaker. I talked to them today. They said you're like the community garden that's always in bloom and always cared for. And I thought that was just so, I thought that was so well said. You know what I mean? Just because that's how I see you too. So how does hearing something like that from one of your neighbors, how does that land for you?
Emotionally hits my heartstrings because it's exactly what I was raised to be, and that I have grown through so many life cycles. Like I mentioned earlier, I was a hoodlum, and I am the example of second chances and giving back what was so freely given to me. And if other people besides myself had that ethic and that moral in Duvall community, man, we would be on fire. So, yes, that statement touches my heartstrings because that's exactly what I just naturally set out to do.
That's really cool. All right. So now you get to lead the parade through the heart of Duvall, right? So, what are you most looking forward to about Duvall Days 2026, country?
Oh my gosh. A new pair of overalls because most people know of me. I'm always in different pairs of overalls and colored glasses. I'm going to be handing out a few colored glasses to the parade watchers and to have the ladies that have exemplified what I hope they're going to be in the parade with me. Not only that, they get to ride in the back of your truck, buddy. So I really appreciate when I asked that yesterday that if I got nominated and won, that you would be part of that process because you've been a huge contributor to not only myself, but the organizations that I represent. So I'm looking for a new pair of overalls. I'm challenging the communities out there, the neighborhoods in Duvall. So, boy, I tell you what, there's probably 15 neighborhoods out there. I want to say Caspers, Glen, Millers. We have Caspers Glen. We have your area, which is like, I want to call Victorian Place. So there are so many neighborhoods out there. I want you guys to enter into the parade, represent where you live. Hey, and wear overalls if necessary and colored glasses. But there are our neighbors, and this is the opportunity to get to know each other. So that's what I want this parade to look like in 2026. Not only me leading it, but you guys, our neighborhood, to be a part of it.
That's really cool. And they have till Wednesday, so to be able to register, get their neighborhood in there, and this could just be the start of something special with the neighborhood. So, country, I love that you got some new overalls coming for the big show coming up here on June 6th. That's going to be Duvall Days 2026. And let me just end with this. You deserve this 100%. We are lucky to have you in our community. You are amazing. Even I love you. We love partnering with you on whatever project it might be. And the town is just so fortunate to be able to see you and prop you up next weekend, June 6th, at the parade. So thank you so much for all you do, country.
Thank you, buddy.
Peace. Bam. And scene.